heavens, what have we done?
Imperius, you cannot mean to face Diablo again. Your wounds are barely healed.
The heavens burn. This is your fault, Tyrael. And you, Nephilim, look below and see what your kind has wrought.
Aspect of valor condemns us. This will be difficult.
The Diamond Gates have stood since the light first broke over the high heavens. Now they lie in ruins. Imperius is right. I am the cause of this.
It was not because of you. This was Diablo's work. You did everything you could.
Long ago, my brethren and I voted to decide the fate of man. I cast the final vote that spared you from extinction. Now humanity has birthed the prime evil.
You must not give in to doubt, Tyrion. You became one of us, and now you must live and fight as one of us. Give in to despair if you must, or come and fight with me.
But you don't understand. Hope has been silenced.
Dire tidings indeed.
We are lost. Diablo is too powerful. Always before, the lords of hell bickered and worked against each other. They undid themselves. Within Diablo, within the Prime, there is no such division. And now, the halls of the high heavens quake beneath his steps. The Prime evil. I can't believe all this has come to pass. Adria played us all for fools. Diablo's influence twisted her inside and out. I suspect we have not seen the last of her. I should have known that Leah's father was the Wanderer. How could I not have sensed Diablo's foul presence within her?
I could not either. It is too sad.
Adria is a true monster. She sacrificed her own daughter to resurrect Diablo.
But poor Leah. I grieve for her soul.
There is nothing worse than what was done to Leah, but we cannot mourn her now. Diablo must be stopped.
Thought I could make my wife's death mean something. It doesn't matter now, does it?
It does matter. You are here now, and we might still turn the tide of this battle.
Right. Sure that's a comfort for Leah, now that she's gone too. Oh, I've been a fool. You don't get to make things right. This world isn't made for redemption.
Tell me, Miriam, did you see all of this in your visions?
Of course, Childo.
If you knew what was to come, why did you not warn us?
That's the point of the future, love. It keeps coming. You don't win a duel by blocking the first blow and going home.
So you would let Leah die?
I had to. Diablo was always going to come back. But now, you are here to stop him. And in your grief and rage, you will, my Childo.
When you have lived as long as I, you learn that life is filled with betrayal. But the cruelest always comes at the hands of those we love. I know it must be hard to think of other things, but now we must. All creation rests upon your shoulders.
You sound more serious than I have ever heard you.
Well, these are dark times. Even I must set apart thoughts of Dirge's jewel and dwell upon the fate of the world. But that doesn't mean you have to frown so. Hope. Do not look down, my friend. Even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Hope for a better day. Hope for a new dawn. Or just hope for a good breakfast. You start small, then see what you can get. I never quite expected my life to end this way.
And what did you expect?
I was smothered by a harem. Or more likely, killed by the jewel I seek. Who would have thought that the entire world would die together? I can't complain. It's not as though I can say my life was not long enough.
All is not yet lost, my friend.
I'm glad my boundless confidence is rubbing off on you. Could you give some of it back?
Lot of bloody good this keep did us in the end, eh? The killing blow came from one we trusted.
I thought we were going to lose. But not like this.
Wait. Before we face that abomination, there is something you should know. When we first met, I thought you were primitive and dangerous savage. I was wrong. You are the most civilized person I have ever met.
Do not let others tell you who you are, my friend. Your spirit always speaks truth. Listen to it.
I will. Of all people, I should have seen this coming. I allowed myself to believe this fiction that Adria was other than I suspected her to be. And now, the world is lost, and it is my fault.
Do not blame yourself. All of us were fooled. What we can do is to set things right.
Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of the Coven with another.
Explain.
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram, they had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
The spirits believe that to be true. Adria left to find Diablo in Tristram, while Magda stayed with the Coven.
Well, we've had a good time, right? Shame about our imminent deaths.
You do not seem troubled.
You don't choose this life and expect to live to an old age. Still, it's the women I feel sorry for.
Which women?
All of them. There will be heaving bosoms and torn clothes all across the land when word spreads that I've fallen in battle.
Do you think of your family still?
No point in it. I'll never see them again.
Are you so assured of our defeat?
My brother's wife thinks I was involved with his imprisonment, and he believes her.
What?
As low as I am, I would never frame him, not even to win her back. But they won't hear a word of it. For all the gold I send to them, I receive nothing in response. Let us seek our fortunes together.
I remember standing before the Prophet, my life hung by a thread, but he healed me and my sisters.
Was the Prophet a powerful spirit?
No, not precisely. I do not know what his true nature was, only that he possessed great power. He said we had done well to slay the demons. He was very kind. When we had recovered, he offered to train us further.
Did you agree?
Yes. I owe him my life. Slaying the Lords of Hell would please him. It is the least I can do. We were gravely mistaken, my friend. I could not see through an illusion of such power, such treachery.
Neither did the spirits. If they could not, then we are all blameless.
When I think of what she suffered through, we must find a way to stop Diablo. The Prophet would never forgive me if he knew my part in unleashing this terror upon the world. I could not see the truth. You must think me very foolish.
No more than any of us.
That is kind of you. I have devoted my life to studying the arcane, and yet I was not skilled enough to act when it truly mattered. We will stand together against the shadows.
Gaze upon the destruction I have wrought. It will be the last thing you see. Iskato, destroy the Nephilim. I do not fear you, Nephilim. You'll find only death in this eternal realm. Trample your corpses. The shades will devour your soul.
I am Ethereal, Archangel of Fate. It is my duty to record what is and what will be within the scroll of fate. But you, Nephilim, you are not in the scroll. Your fate is unwritten.
Then my destiny is unknown. Write it with me, or watch all of creation burn around you.
Perhaps fate can be changed. Quickly then, Auriel, Archangel of Hope, has been captured by Raganoth, the Lord of Despair.
I will find her, and hope will be restored to the heavens.
These are the Gardens of Hope. The Archangel Auriel cannot be far. These crystal trees will wither if the corruption continues to spread, and all will be lost to darkness and ruin.
Think yourself free from the chains of fate, Nephilim, but all will kneel before Lord Diablo.
Only once in the history of Sanctuary has a Nephilim been as powerful as you. His name was Odyssean.
The spirits whisper of a man who sacrificed himself to save the world. But the spirits sometimes speak in riddles.
He was no myth. Because of his noble sacrifice, I saw the inherent potential in your kind. As such, I voted with Orion to spare mankind from annihilation.
Those of you who chose to save humanity chose wisely. And now I will repay that trust and defeat the prime evil. Can you see the future?
I see the myriad streams of possibility, all intertwining and weaving into one another. I can hear them echoing forward into eternity.
So many paths. Which do you choose?
I am not called to be a champion as you are. My role is simply to observe.
Have you seen the fate of the Prophet?
I know that name, but the one who bore it lived and died long before your time.
I see.
What does the Scroll of Fate say about this battle?
Doom and darkness. These heavens ruined. The angelic host broken. Diablo victorious.
I will not let it be so.
As I have said, Nephilim, your destiny is unwritten. You alone may change these dark times.
Thank you, Nephilim. I hoped the Scroll of Fate was wrong, that harmony would once again fill this troubled realm. I see now that all hope lies in you.
You are bound by the chains of fate no longer.
With my blessing, you can now dispel Diablo's corruption. It hides the rifts which bring his cursed servants to this hallowed place. The rifts must be closed.
We will not fail you.
Diablo nearly brought ruin to the heavens as despair bled into the angels' hearts. But now I have restored hope and rallied them. Tyrael is still lost in the devastation, Now alone, I must go to destroy Diablo's hell portals.
Now they seethe with the corruption of hell.
Demons come from Diablo's realm of terror in the burning hells. The gateway must be shut.
Strike at your heart. Spirits grant me blessings.
The Angelus Council is comprised of the 5 archangels who hold dominion over the high heavens. They determine the laws by which all angels must abide. Each of them embodies a pure aspect of creation: valor, justice, hope, faith, and wisdom. You think to destroy the Rift Oculus?
Well done, Nebula. Diablo's vile minions can no longer use this rift to find their way into the Silver City. Now only one rift remains.
Legions will not stop.
Your day comes.
Ingenious, the Archangel of Valor, is the greatest warrior in all of creation. He revels in war and combat, and has led the hosts of heaven to innumerable victories. With Malthael's absence, it is Imperius who now rules over the Angiras Council, seeking always to defend the high heavens from any foe.
I'm sorry for what I said before. I was upset. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. Like things can be made right.
You feel hopeful once again?
Yes, that's it exactly. My wife would not have wanted me to wallow in my misery. She would have wanted me to do everything I could to help you win this battle. And you can win. I know that now.
Do you think that Leah is lost forever?
Diablo consumed her. She is gone.
Do you not think Leah's soul is stronger than that? But then sometimes I forget that you have not seen everything that I have seen.
You always dodge around the truth. Who are you?
What am I? I am covetous Shen, of course. No more, no less. To some that has meant one thing, to others another.
When will you give me a real answer?
When the sun sets in the east and the shore swallows the tide. When the moon smiles upon the day and the blind man sees once again.
So, now you know. The Nephilim are not in the Scroll of Fate. Heard it from Fate himself. You can write your own destiny.
But you and the spirits know what the future brings. How is this?
Perhaps I have my own Nephilim powers, eh? That, and you are quite predictable.
There's no stopping you, is there?
The spirits cry out for vengeance. I will give it to them.
He's back! Can you believe it? He's back!
Strike at your heart.
This ends here.
My strike is true.
Of the future grants power over the present. For this reason, Ethereal, the Archangel of Fate, is a vital member of the Council. He alone possesses the ability to decipher the threads of destiny woven in the celestial Scroll of Fate. His boundless sight grants him perspective others cannot fully comprehend. closer to victory, Nephilim. You are too late, just as you always have been.
The demons come from Diablo's realm of terror in the burning hells. The gateway must be...
The Hell Rifts are closed. You have far exceeded my expectations, Nephilim. But there is not a moment to waste.
It is through the Archangel Aria that the power of hope flows into the fabric of creation. Her eternal light illuminates even the darkest souls. With Malthael's departure, it falls to Aria to hold the Angiras Council together. Should her light ever fade, all heaven would fall to despair.
The Hell Rifts are closed, but it is of no matter. Soon there will be nothing left of these high heavens. All creation will be the realm of terror.
this evil if it is not vanquished soon. That would be a dread fate indeed.
Tyrion.
Yes, my friend. I am ready to again fight by your side. I was wrong to give in to despair. You have shown me there is still a chance for victory. But we must hurry. Even now, Diablo makes his way to the Silver Spire. I finally understand. Your kind faces death and darkness every day, yet still you find the courage to move forward. It is an honor to be one of you.
I knew you would understand with time.
Your kind does not belong here. If I see you again, you will die.
Pay him no mind. This is your fight, Nephilim. Your power is even greater than Tyrael foresaw.
One can only hope. But now, we must stop Diablo before he reaches the crystal arch above us.
I knew you would come. That a champion from the mortal world would light our darkest hour. Your courage and nobility shine out across this realm, blinding our enemies.
My thanks, Aryan. While I stand, your song shall never be silenced again.
I know you will do all you can, for this is your hour. Go forth with my blessing and show all creation why the Nephilim are the future.
Do you believe we can defeat Diablo?
Only in the light that lies within you, Nephilim. I will take heart from it and hope for your victory. The future is ever writing itself. Unknowable, just beyond sight and touch.
Time for mysteries is past. I wish to know who you are.
Huh? Why? Do you think it will help you face Diablo?
Knowledge can aid us at unexpected times. The spirits say you are long-lived. Perhaps you know something that will help me.
Oh, yes, I most certainly do. The last time I saw someone more intelligent than you, I was looking in a reflection. Fight intelligently, my friend, and you cannot fail. At any rate, when you defeat Diablo, don't laze about. We have other lands to explore, you and I. Dirge's jewel is still out there somewhere. All is falling to ruin and corruption. Nothing in all my days and all my years has ever compared to this.
Do not lose hope. Terrible things have come and gone before.
But nowhere near as terrible as might happen if you do not defeat Diablo. All the jewels in heaven or in our world would mean nothing then. Oh, I weep to think of such a day.
Diablo seeks to corrupt the crystal arch that stands atop the silver spire. If I let this come to pass, the heavens are lost. Tyrael and I must reach the arch and stop the Lord of Terror before it is too late.
The corruption is thicker here. You are mine now!
The spirits smile upon me.
How does it feel, knowing you helped me become the prime evil? For all your mighty deeds, all you really accomplished was unleashing me upon the world. Some savior you are, Nephilim.
Leah, no!
Needs more time.
Diablo is climbing the spire to the Crystal Arch. We must hurry.
How could you convince my own husband to kill me? I think insane, but you made him cut me down.
Though I forsook my home, to see it again like this, any joy I might have had is replaced with sorrow. Upwards, we must make it to the summit.
Your spirits are free from this protection, warriors of
Look at the destruction Diablo has wrought. If we do not stop him, this is the future of all creation.
I knew Inarius long ago, when he was still among the angels. But he grew weary of battling the demons after a time, and he began to secretly conspire with demons in order to forge a peace. The demoness Lilith became his greatest ally in the Hells, and many other demons and angels joined his cause. After he gained a following, Inarius stole the sacred World Stone and used it to create and conceal a world he called Sanctuary. Demons and angels alike fled there, and some of them, including Inarius and Lilith, fell in love. Many of these unions resulted in children. They were called the Nephilim.
Warrior of the heavens.
Wait, there is something different here.
I sense it as well. Be on your guard.
I often came to this great span to meditate on things as I looked out over the Silver City. The view used to calm me. Now I find it does the opposite.
It seems we've both fallen from grace, Tyrael. Come, embrace your former lieutenant. From your bones. You failed again, Tyrael. The corruption cannot be stopped.
Look beneath you and see the ruin of heaven.
one last fight for our hero, and we can go home.
I have a gift for you, Linda.
Is that so?
It is gold. We will go to Kingsport one day soon. Then you can pay your debts, and your brother will be free.
You are much too kind.
We have journeyed together a long way. I am happy to aid you.
Words fail me.
Words are not always needed.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
I found a strange document on one of the angels' bodies in the high heavens. It is very old, maybe centuries even older than I.
Oh? What is in it? These things do not always happen by chance alone.
I am not certain. The script is very old and foreign to me. When I saw the angel, he was dying. But even though he was in great pain, he reached out to me with the document in his hand, like he wanted me to take it. By the time I approached him, he was still. His spirit had already gone. I spoke with Ethereal, and he helped me translate the document. It was written by an angel who saw promise in humanity. He began to teach a group of young women who had killed the demons their masters summoned.
You and your sisters?
None other. The prophet I have followed for so many years. He was an angel.
That is why you knew Tyrael was an angel.
Yes, but I do not know whether the prophet was the dying angel I met or not. Writings say that he worked in absolute secrecy. Ethereal knew nothing of them.
Then you must find a new path through the world without him.
You are right. And I hope that path will still be with you, my friend. I welcome the chance to travel with you.
Your task will soon be done. The angels will then have no choice but to value mortals, thanks to you.
I hope you are right.
Of course I'm right. Look who you're talking to. Have I ever steered you wrong?
At times, your words do not tell the whole truth.
All for your own good, Cheldo. All for your own good.
I know what I fear. For long years, I feared the Jewel of Dirges would fall into the wrong hands. That its evil would be unleashed upon our world. But in the sight of this, in the sight of all this destruction, I can hardly look or even think upon a jewel, even one as terrible as Dirges. You must save us.
It is not far now. I only hope we are not too late.
The Anger's Council is no better than the prime evils themselves. We are just pawns in their cruel games, and now you help the worst of them all.
Cain would never say that!
Honorius was alarmed when he realized that the Nephilim had the potential to surpass both angels and demons in power. He wished to limit their abilities, but Lilith demanded that they become her army. Their escalating conflict led to Sanctuary's discovery by the Demon Lords and the Anger's Council.
We thought ourselves the masters of all creation. Our arrogance was our downfall.
A perfect strike.
I see you did not heed my warning. Or perhaps you think yourself strong enough to face me.
I do not wish to fight you, but if I must, I will.
Imperius, stop this madness. Diablo is the enemy here, not the Nephilim.
Tyrael, I will deal with you soon enough. I will... What is this? No! Diablo has reached the Arch!
No. Diablo has begun extinguishing the Crystal Arch. That's why the angels have fallen. If its light should go out forever, we must defeat Diablo before that happens.
Then it is up to us. Without your wings, you can still fight.
Diablo's vile corruption bars our path. Stand back. Eldruin's light shall clear the way. The gate has been opened, Nephilim. This last trial is yours alone.
I could not have done any of this without you, Tyrian.
It was an honor, but this is the moment you were made for. This is the hour of mankind's victory.
The 7 evils are one within me. I am Legion.
Enough!
united! All that you have known, all that you have ever loved, shall die along with you, Nephilim!
Magnificent.
Well, it was all worth it. Everything. The cuts, the bruises, having to break bread with that Templar. I jest. You were like family to me now. I owe you the world, my friend. But now I'd better shut up before I make myself sick. That was astounding! What you did back there. You're the greatest hero in history. Everyone in Kingsport will know your name if I have my way. They'll sing it for the rest of time. Hell, I will sing right now if you want me to. I can't believe you really did it.
Do I see tears in your eyes, Lyndon?
No. It's raining.
It does not rain in this realm.
Well, it does now.
Victory at last! There was never a doubt in my mind, friend. You are a true champion. And so the Lord of Terror falls. May all the souls ravaged by his evil rest in peace. It's finally over. Many brave souls died in this war. Thanks to us, they did not perish in vain. It is good to fight with you again.
You truly are the one the Prophet promised. You are everything that all the angels and all of humanity could have hoped for. And, well, you're awfully nice too. I cannot believe it all came to pass, just as the Prophet wished. I left everything I knew behind to fight with you. It was the best choice I have ever made.
The day is won. Diablo is vanquished, and all evil with him.
I fear we have not seen the last of the demons of the Burning Hells.
Time will tell.
Diablo was defeated. For a time it seemed we would know peace.
But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished. And you should all... run. Malthael. Brother. Why? The Nephilim will stop you.
No one can stop death.
The spirits whisper of twisted angels who have come to Westmarch, murdering all who reside within the city's walls. I will find the truth of why they have come. But first I will strike these reapers down, so the dead may find peace in the unformed land.